really stuck. What I mean by that is they're explaining to me, like, I've read all these books, I've watched videos, I've even attended seminars, and I keep coming up against the same issues over and over and over again. So I want to talk to that today in this video. Before I do that, I want to share with you guys that Guy and I, with all of intentions in 2020, had the idea to do a live event, which when we asked at the beginning of 2020 what you wanted from us, that was the overwhelming answer. Obviously now with Corona life, it's kind of difficult to do that. And what we've done is, for this month, we're going to actually do a live virtual Have It All event. So we're really, really excited by it. Tickets are flying off the door. We did a staged level of payments. So payments are going to keep going up every day that you wait. So make sure you go grab your tickets today. We've added an incredible amount of bonuses, and we're really going to talk about all of how we take these super woo concepts and make them really, really practical so you can use them in your life. And I want to share one of those such things here with you today. So like I said, if you've been feeling stuck on your journey and you read a ton, you watch a bunch of videos, you listen to podcasts, things like that, but ultimately you just keep bumping up against the same thing. Maybe there's this feeling of I'm not good enough that you just keep bumping up against over and over and over again. Maybe it's a worthy issue. Maybe it's an inability to ask for support. Whatever that thing is that you keep bumping up against, I'm going to offer you this. When that moment happened that created whatever your core story is, which probably happened between the time you were 2 to 4 years old, let's say. At that moment, that was a very, very painful experience for you. And in that moment, the mind chimed in and said, you know what, John or Sally, you're never going to have to feel that kind of pain again. So now, fast forward a bunch of decades later, and you're dealing with the same I'm not good enough situation. So you pick up this book and you read it and you have this aha moment. It's like, oh, that's why I don't feel good enough. And you understand all of these things about it. And then 3 months later, something happens and you're right back at that same place. Why? Look at your own life. And you tell me, have you tried a bunch of things? Have you gotten in and out of relationships, in and out of businesses, lived here, lived there, all with the sense of trying to alleviate and fix this feeling of I'm not good enough? In fact, the mind has taken you on wild goose chases, convincing you that, oh, if I just do this one next thing, then it'll be healed. Oh, if I just leave this person, then it'll be healed. Oh, if I just... And here we are. Same exact issue over and over and over again. So I've been doing this work for 18 years, and I'm just as guilty as who I'm describing in this video to you right now. And I was just as fed up and just as frustrated because I thought to myself, I was about 30 plus, 35 maybe. I'd done about 15 years of this work, maybe a little bit less. And I was like, oh my God, I'm still dealing with the same exact patterns. So what, if I live to 100, am I really going to be doing this for the next 70 years? And the answer was no. Like, I don't want to do that. And so with that, I started to ask different questions. And Guy and I started working with the most cutting edge, transformational, healing technologies on planet Earth today. Now, some of these are incredibly, I don't even know what the word, high tech, I guess, if that's a way to describe what you do. But, and for most people, they think it's completely out of reach. So I want to offer you that what's missing in your life is the ability to connect with someone on a physical level and allow your somatic system, the nervous system in here that doesn't lie and is the one that's sending all the signals to your brain about being scared or being nervous or being whatever. And it won't, these Band-Aid books and things that you're doing will just be that. You'll just keep coming up against the same thing over and over and over until you're willing to go to the depths of how this thing first got created and do that level of healing. Now, that is scary as hell to the mind because the mind promised you when it happened that you will never have to go experience that again. And so it's going to have you run around in circles. And don't look at my life or listen to this. Check out your own life. Have you dealt and bumped up against the same patterns over and over? Do you keep going like, oh my God, how did I do that again? If that is you, I am telling you, another book is not going to solve that problem. Another seminar is not going to solve that problem. Another video or a podcast is not going to solve that problem. What's going to solve that problem and help you heal it once and for all is a new way of looking at these things. A way of actually going inside and healing these things. And that's where connection is needed. Because when I can sit with you in connection and your system, not your mind, your system starts to feel safe and allows for you to process that energy and release it for the first time ever, on the other side of that is everything you've ever wanted. That's where the new life force comes in. That's where new information comes in. That's when the relationships magically heal themselves, where people shed weight that they've been holding on for years as a protection mechanism. It is all so easily doable if you're actually willing to start doing this work. But the mind is going to fight you every step of the way. That's why it gives you these like spurts of, oh my God, I learned something. I'm so happy. And then you go back to doing the same thing. So if that's been your experience, I'm not even inviting you. I'm urging you to listen to your soul and start taking life into your own hands, because you are worth it. You do deserve it. And the mind will play tricks on you over and over and over again, convincing you that your goal of this freedom is right on the other side of this. How many times are you going to go down that path over and over and over again? Put a line in the sand. Come join us May 14th and May 15th. And if everything I said here isn't delivered, you can just ask for your money back. That's how much I believe in the work that we're about to share with you. We're going to share with you the most cutting edge out there technology that you can easily learn, put into your life, into practice immediately, and immediately feel release from past traumas, release from decade-old patterns that have been holding you back from reaching levels of success in your relationships, in your business, in your health. Don't look for another answer of why. Start to dive deep and do this work. I promise you, it will change your life. And if you don't believe me, you can watch any of their testimonials or talk to any of the people that have worked with us over the last 2-3 years. That's my invitation. Head over to satoriprime.com/have it all. Grab your ticket today before the price goes up in a day or two, whatever it is, and we'll see you there. And again, if you don't feel like we delivered the most cutting edge technology to you for your life, you could just ask for your money back. It will be the biggest life-changing event of your life, and I'm not just talking caca from wherever. All right? satoriprime.com/have it all. Go grab your seat right now. Grab your bonuses right now, and we'll see you there. Have an amazing day, my friends.